Hey, welcome to messaging lesson 4 of 5. Here's where we talk about applying your brand script in real life. Now, I showed you how great the brand script is in the last video, how that's a great tool to use. But if you don't apply it, it doesn't actually matter. And I've seen that happen many times where I spend hours or long time with customers doing that, and they end up not using it. So applying it is really where the magic happens. So um, I feel like if I feels like what if you feel like I'm being so repetitive with this as I apply it? I feel like I'm using the same words everywhere, the same snippets everywhere. Aren't people going to get tired of it? Remember, they need to hear it 7 times. They need to hear it again and again. So once you've created your brand script at the end of this module, I'm going to show you kind of where you're going to apply it and how you're going to use it. And I've made a little list for you. So I want to focus on you using it in email and on social media first, because those are two channels that it doesn't feel as major as doing it on your website. Like if you redid your website right away after doing that, you may not love the messaging after and be like, oh, I want to tailor this little piece, and you're going to spend a lot of time fiddling with it. Versus if it's in an email, the medium goes out, the message gets heard, and you get to look at the analytics and understand. Same with the social media posts. So then you get feedback and you get to see like, oh wow, people really engaged with some of these things really well. Versus website analytics is a little bit more difficult for most people operating their e-commerce brand. So in email, we want to focus on doing that in single send. So do an email, send a story brand driven email where you have all your copy, your subject line, your copy in the body, all focused using your new brand script copy. And then on social media, update your bio to whatever to one of the snippets that you came up with. So maybe it's the philosophical one around. It just says because comfy sandals should last for decades, or for hundreds of years. And so you're using the philosophical statement as just your bio, and now you're starting to write really well and connect with your customers at a different level. And then also in paid ads is a great way to test that. I do a lot of that for clients. And then organic is starting with the copywriting in the post. So don't worry much about the creative and trying to tailor all that to the story brand, but just the copy you're writing, start using snippets and see how easy it is to just copy and schedule stuff out that way, using your brand script. And then lastly, look at your website, focus on the landing pages first. So I'm going to teach you in a couple, in 2 modules, I'll be teaching about landing pages. I think that's a great place to start because you're building those anyways using a brand script. And so it's a great way to test it. It's kind of off to the side. It's not in your main site. And it's easy to get the stakeholders to say, okay, we'll test the landing page with that story brand stuff. And then when they see it performs better, we'll make that the main thing. And then you can look at your homepage and eventually product descriptions, which are very important. So these are the 3 sections that I would look to use it, and then the 8 areas in those sections that I would look to apply story brand as you're getting started. And once you finish your brand script, which I'm going to challenge you to do in the next video.